Hello, I'm Ellen Craig Bragg, City Clerk, and welcome to another edition to Romulus Election News You Can Use. The election is just a few days away, and so I would like to share with you some information on what you can expect when going to the polls on Election Day. I would like to begin by answering a few frequently asked questions about voting. The first question: do I need to show identification in order to vote? Yes. In 2007, the Michigan Supreme Court ruled that a provision of Michigan election law which requires voters to either present picture identification or sign an affidavit if they do not have picture identification with them is constitutional and enforceable. The next question: can I show my voter registration card in place of presenting a photo ID? The answer is no. Your voter registration card is just for your reference regarding your precinct and polling location. Question number 3. What types of picture identification can I present to satisfy the photo ID requirement? Voters can satisfy the picture identification requirement by showing a Michigan driver's license or a Michigan identification card. For voters who do not possess either document, may show any of the following forms of picture identification just as long as they are current. They are a driver's license or personal identification card issued by another state, a federal or state government issued photo identification, a U.S. passport, military identification card with photo, student identification with photo from a high school or an accredited institution of higher education. The next question: what happens if I forget to bring my picture identification with me to the polls? Can I still vote? The answer is yes. You can still be issued a ballot simply by signing an affidavit of voter not in possession of picture identification form. This is located on the reverse side of the application to vote. The affidavit can be used by voters who do not have acceptable photo ID or voters who have photo ID but didn't bring it with them to the polls. Once you sign the affidavit, you may cast your ballot. Question number 5. What happens if a voter who does not possess picture identification and refuses to sign the affidavit form? Would such a voter be issued a ballot to vote? The answer is no. A voter not in possession of picture identification and who refuses to sign the affidavit form cannot vote and should be referred to the local clerk. This is the same procedure used for voters who refuse to complete an application to vote. No ballot is issued. Question number 6. What happens if a voter claims to have picture identification but refuses to show it? Will such a voter be offered the opportunity to sign the affidavit form? The answer is no. A voter who claims to have picture identification but refuses to show it cannot vote and should be referred to the local clerk. The voter does not have the option of signing the affidavit form, as the affidavit, again, is designed for voters not in possession of picture identification. Here's a question that I often receive. The question is, can I vote a split ticket? The answer is yes. You can split your ticket when voting in the November general election. A voter participating in a general election who wishes to cast a split ticket can vote for individual candidates of his or her choice under any party, or can vote a straight party ticket and vote for individual candidates under any other party. The votes cast for individual candidates under the other parties will override the straight party vote in the races involved. Does a straight party ticket cover all candidates in that party? The answer is yes. At the top of a general election ballot, there is an opportunity to vote straight party, which selects all candidates on that party's ticket with a single vote. If you vote a straight party ticket, there is no need to vote again for any individual candidate in the party column. However, if you do vote straight party and then vote for an individual candidate in that same party, it will not invalidate your vote for that candidate. Question number 9. Must I vote the entire ballot? The answer is no. You are not required to vote the entire ballot. You may pick and choose the races or ballot questions for which you want to vote. Skipping sections of the ballot does not invalidate your ballot. Well, let's sum things up. Here are some important tips to remember when headed out to the polls next Tuesday, November the 4th. The polls open promptly at 7 o'clock a.m. and will close at 8 o'clock p.m. The deadline to apply for an absentee ballot is Monday at 4 o'clock p.m. The clerk's office will be open Saturday, November 1st, 2014 from 8 o'clock a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. Remember, when headed out to the polls, don't forget your photo ID. Remember, you can vote a split ticket in this general election. Remember to turn that ballot over. For a copy of a sample ballot, you can visit our website at www.romulusgov.com. Let your voice be heard by exercising your right to vote on Tuesday, November 4th, 2014. Until next time, this is Ellen Craig Bragg, City Clerk, bringing you Romulus election news you can use.